Welcome back. It's the easy, breezy, beautiful CCTV, live from another gorgeous backyard that we don't own here in Los Angeles, California. Another pool we'll never swim in, let's be honest. But it's quiet, it's relaxing. Probably nobody's gonna throw us out of here. Here we are.
What does your shirt say?
It says Dr. Dog.
Nice.
What's Dr. Dog?
It's a band.
Lindsey, you're here.
Hi. What's up,
showing
guys?
off your brand new tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
On camera this time.
Yeah. This is what I got.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, James has one too.
Yeah. His
Got from
ankle.
the same venue.
Yeah.
Yep.
We told that story already.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
It
old
was,
news.
it was last week.
Last week. You were there.
Last
I don't know
podcast.
if you were paying attention, but
Yeah.
that's what we talked about last week.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, man. It's July. June is gone. We're already, in my mind, way into summer. If this was summer vacation, I've already wasted like a month and a half of my summer vacation.
Yeah.
School would start back up again in August, and I'd be depressed.
Ugh, that would suck.
By the time you watch this, 4th of July already happened. Canada Day already happened. My birthday will be this weekend.
Yeah. I'm gone.
You're gone. Lindsay's going on a cruise to Alaska.
Heck yeah.
What are you going to do for your birthday?
What are you going to do for your birthday?
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't ready for that conversational pivot. I was like, wow, we're going to talk about Lindsay's cruise, her 19 family members, and then it was back on me. It's like, what do you do when you're in your 30s and it's your birthday?
I don't know.
Grab a couple beers.
Ooh.
Sometimes people go out and they do something like extravagant, like something that like they shouldn't be doing. Like,
They cheat on their wife.
sometimes, sometimes.
like having an affair.
They could go buy something that maybe they shouldn't buy. They could go and...
Oh, you're implying that
I don't know.
I might be feeling a certain midlife
I don't know.
pressure.
I don't know if you hit that.
Like I'm only going to die. Like I'm going to die when I'm 60. So this is my midlife. Is that what you're implying?
I'm just saying people do that.
Some
I don't know if
people
you've
do
hit that already, or you're going to hit that in the future, or if you're doing that now.
I hit the quarter life crisis already, okay? Quarter life crisis is supposed to be mid-20s, okay? That wasn't that long ago, okay? Let's relax.
Okay.
Now, the other one's down the road, okay? That's like you got to have a family and a wife and some kids who won't stop talking to you all the time. You look at your shitty, beat-up Kia Soul in the driveway, and your neighbor keeps complaining to you. Your job sucks. You go to the thing, you're like, man, I need something new.
I feel like your car's not that beat up.
No. And it drives us everywhere. We all came here today in my Kia Soul.
Yeah.
I haven't had a problem with the 2011 Kia Soul since the day I got it. Not one
nice.
single problem.
You got it cleaned up,
Got some
washed?
body damage.
That's nice, though.
But other than that, not bad. Anyways, I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. Maybe you guys can help me think of something fun to do. Maybe we'll all go to Vegas and have a day party.
Fuck, man. It's always like the go-to is like go to Vegas.
I don't even like
money.
Vegas. Here's the thing. Vegas is fine. I think I can take it in very small doses. I just want like that pool party life. We miss Splash House out in Palm Springs. I might also go to Palm Springs. You been out to Palm Springs since you moved here? I feel like you and the lady might really enjoy it.
I don't think so.
Here's why. Let me pitch you on Palm Springs. Full of old people who just want peace and quiet. It's nice and hot, but like...
No, we've been to Palm Springs.
Well,
We've been to Palm Springs twice now.
we went out in the desert and did like the episode of CCTV.
Whoa. Think about all those lives up there. Where are they going? Where are they headed?
Going
Who knows? He's
Palm
been there
Springs.
twice? When did we go there twice?
Unless you're talking about the part where people actually live and breathe, that's different.
When did we go there twice? To shoot
CCTV.
CCTV and then the Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that isn't... I wouldn't sell you on
Out in the boonies.
I wouldn't like
out
that,
in the
like
desert?
Palm Desert on the way to see like Palm Springs. You go into Palm Springs, it's a bunch of old rich people. They just want to have nice meals, sit in the AC, enjoy scenic desert sights.
Go to the casino.
Go to the casino, Morongo's right
I went
there.
to one casino out here, but then like I realized that maybe I'm not in that same mindset anymore.
More
Like
gambling?
I used to just be like, yeah, let's go to Vegas, let's go to a casino and stuff like that.
Horse
Now
races.
I'm just like, I walk away and I'm like, fuck, I lost all my money. And it was fun for a bit, but that was it. And then it's gone.
Yeah.
And then that realization kind of sets in. Why
Do
did
you
I do
actually
this?
play at tables or you do like
Yeah, I
slots?
play at tables. I like to banter with the dealers sometimes if they are happy people, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just like take no shit. So that kind of goes with what the experience is like, I guess.
Maybe you could just rent a place like this for your birthday and have like a pool party.
In Palm Springs, though.
Well, you could do it in Palm Springs, but you know, if you didn't want to go all the way out there for
No, I do.
whatever, I mean,
I need to go.
You want to go to Palm
Palm
Springs for your birthday?
Sure.
That seems like a lot of effort
For who?
on your part.
Me?
Yeah.
How is it more effort than what I normally have to do?
What, go to work, just drive down the street?
Yeah. You're saying because driving 2 hours is too far for me?
Oh, it's set up. You gotta set up the pool party. I mean, this probably took a lot of effort, you know.
To your point, yeah, I'd have to really be in the mood. I love throwing parties, but I have to be in the mood for it. You gotta be in the mood for it.
Right.
I'm not trying to invite everybody out to Palm Springs.
You gotta pawn off on someone else.
I'm just gonna go to Palm Springs.
And then you use the birthday card as like leverage, you know. You're like, hey, girlfriend, or hey, friend, I would really love a birthday party in Palm Springs, and that person feels obligation to, you know, coerce or rally.
and his girlfriend's not doing that.
I wouldn't trust anybody to throw a pool party in my name. They would have
Why
to do the plan.
Why do you have such a high standard for pool parties?
Just any parties. It's got
You said
it's got your
specifically pool
name
party.
brand. When I lived in Colorado, my parties were well known, right, Matt? I threw some good ass parties in Colorado.
He's vouching for you.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
vouching for me. So if I was going to do it here, I'd have to be up to that
But
standard.
you really haven't done one in a long time.
My 30th birthday? You came to my 30th
Yeah,
birthday? Was
that
that
was-
not a rager?
That was fun. That was like.
Do you have to step it up because
DJs
you're the
and-
host as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, you know.
responsibility.
Was there like a pool in the front yard and also a bounce house?
We had a bounce house. We had a pool, kiddie pool. It was a whole house party backyard.
Where'd you have that much land to have such festivities?
We had my friend's house. He was living in a house, a big house. And it was his 29th
God, I wish I had
birthday.
friends around here that had houses.
Yeah.
too.
Well, we gotta.
Steven Septic, actually, he has a house.
He's
He
not
has a
around here.
house.
Yeah,
He's not around here.
I wouldn't say he. I mean, okay, sure.
not much of a friend now, but
Damn.
that's wild.
Well, anyways,
Hey, you know,
Lindsey's
speaking
going
of-
on a cruise. Oh, sorry, you're about
No,
to.
it's
I
fine.
wasn't trying
No,
to.
because I was gonna segue it, and then it was just like Lindsay's going on a cruise. Lindsay's going on a cruise, everyone.
Have you guys ever been on a cruise?
I like your new hat.
This one?
Yeah.
This is all.
Look at
like
the
that
bottom.
one
Look at
too.
the
This is
underbill.
so cool,
Oh,
though.
that's fun for summer.
Wow.
I want to get one of these to my brothers. My brother, he actually wears those. The
Hats?
snapback.
Yeah, actually wears things on his head. He's a crazy guy. You know what are you gonna
Unlike
do? What are you
me.
gonna do?
It's very nice of your sister to let us be here. Your French sisters.
My older French sister. We're here.
Antoinette.
Antoinette.
Yeah. Anyway, Lindsay, you're going on a cruise where your brothers wear hats. That's very
That's
exciting.
so crazy. What kind of hat is he
You
gonna
summed
wear?
it up.
You're going on
All
a cruise with
kinds of
19 people from your
Yeah.
family. I don't even know if my family has 19 people in it at this point.
Your family definitely has.
I don't have 19 people.
Your family definitely has 19 people.
Me?
Yeah.
Who?
Your mom.
My
Your
mom
dad.
and my dad.
Okay.
All my grandparents are dead.
Cool.
Every great relative is dead.
Aunts.
So I've got one of my aunts is dead.
Okay.
I got one aunt left.
That's alive. She's got to spawn at least.
She's got like
you got like 30 cousins.
I got one aunt with 3 kids.
Yeah,
I
and
got
they're
one
gonna have kids.
uncle with 1 kid. That's 4. Okay. I mean, 19. I'm really gonna have to stretch. That's it. That's actually it. I've got one aunt, 3 kids, 1 uncle,
You had to look
1
at your
kid,
ancestry results to find the rest.
my mom and my dad. Yeah, I am gonna have to go on like ancestry.com and be like, yo, distant Hunleys, what's up? I'll invite Brett Hundley, quarterback Brett Hundley.
Okay.
It's my grandma, my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister-in-law, 1 kid, 2 kid, aunt, uncle, daughter, so my cousins. And then there's like 4 family friends.
Do in-laws count? I mean,
As
do they
family?
really count?
I don't know. I don't feel like that's. I don't think you should count in-laws. Because then if I was like, oh, my stepsister's stepsister's brother, like it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
We're saying for the purposes of this
In-laws.
conversation, like, okay, 19 in-laws, it's easy to rack up numbers with in-laws. You don't really control it. People get married, it's fine. But it's not like the Washburn bloodline.
We're talking about
You know what I'm
blood.
saying? We're talking about like
blood from
Washburn
blood.
bloodline? No, that's just me and my older brother.
and your mom and your dad.
Yeah, but like the other
what?
kids have other names. They have different last names.
I don't mean like name. You know what I mean?
No, not names.
Yeah.
If you were like preserving the blood.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
My goodness.
My goodness.
No, it's 18 other people
I got-
on this cruise.
2 grandparents. And my grandma has a sister. That's it.
Are we out here, boy?
That's it.
We got the low count.
In terms
What you
of
got?
blood,
Yeah.
that's it, my man.
What do you got? I mean, could you fill up this cruise ship? I feel like we're not gonna. Only Lindsay's filling up this cruise
Do you
ship.
have any
mean-
siblings?
No.
Oh my god, only
Mom.
child syndrome over here.
Aunt. Grandfather.
Syndrome? What is it a syndrome?
That's, explains a lot. I don't know.
Couple cousins.
Well, I don't want to go more into this. Explains what?
James.
What about James? I heard you
He's
yelling
an
at
only
James the other
child.
day, and I wanted to really explore this.
What was I yelling at him?
During the trampoline build, we were trying to watch a video and we heard you yelling at James across the warehouse.
I never hear you yell except for when you're like, Brett.
Yeah.
But this was like,
I think it must have been when he walked away because
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna help because
I was setting up the ukulele and
like, this
she was
needs help.
yelling at me to come back.
yeah, because I was like,
Hold on a
he's not
second.
gonna walk away when we're trying to build this.
Burbank Airport, not that far away,
Yeah,
probably.
pretty close.
how did you set up the ukulele?
I just opened it up.
Because I'm the one that tuned it, so I was just wondering how you set it up.
Oh, you went and tuned my ukulele.
Yeah.
He did. He used a little
I'm a
app
good
on his
friend.
phone. He was
Yeah.
like, G, G,
I tuned
G,
it for
G,
you.
G. But he was doing it while you guys were still building a trampoline, so it was like, plink, plink.
Yeah, I was just playing around. I was
Plink.
just playing.
I was like, what are you doing?
I was playing the ukulele while they were setting it up. Yeah, I didn't
Lindsey
really.
got mad.
In some points, there wasn't really much for me to do except direct traffic.
Did you feel properly directed? Or did you maybe...
No, I was directing it.
Oh.
I had the
Obviously, she
manual.
didn't do a very good job because it came out wrong anyway. So we had to cut down the entire net.
It's put together.
$249 just down the drain.
I feel like-
and that's on you.
It's more than you can say if I wasn't there.
She did have some weird Hulk strength while she was pulling the fucking trampoline over. I don't know what the fuck.
You have to connect the springs to the side of the trampoline.
Yeah.
James tried it. He's like,
I did a couple.
a couple, you got tired?
But then, there's a lot of things that went into it. I was sore from the day before. I went to the gym
too.
and stuff, and whatever.
and Lindsay...
Ow,
And Lindsay just
Splinter,
comes
though,
over
fuck.
and just I don't know
shit.
what the deal is with her hands, but she has such a tremendous grip.
Well,
Yeah.
that went in there deep, guys.
What is wrong?
Sorry,
with
we're
her?
having, like, a
we're gonna
private
stop
conversation
This,
with-
story here. What's going on here, Lindsay?
She's got
No,
a
I got
splinter.
a splinter. It just,
Did you ever get splinters as kids?
fuck. I got a splinter as an adult.
That doesn't happen anymore. You have to really fuck up
One
to
time
get a
I was,
splinter.
we had
You see it?
a pine tree farm, and I was walking on the fence of it, and it was like a wooden fence surrounding the farm, and I kind of slipped, and I fell on my ass, and splintered my hand. But underneath the fence was a giant yellow jacket's nest. The bees came up because I fell on top of their fucking house and stung the shit out of me.
So you got a splinter and a swarm.
Yeah, and just got destroyed.
That's much worse than what happened to Lindsay.
Sucks.
But see,
she's-
the thing is, living in
sucks,
New England, is you could go back the next morning for revenge because it's all cold all the time in the mornings. Fuck those bees up,
just
dude.
kick their nest open.
Throw rocks at that shit. They can't get out and move because it's too cold for them, dude.
Dumbass wasps.
Wasps.
I just have to get it out when we get back.
Lindsay's doing this thing where she talks to herself. She's like, I guess this is the end of my life now. I guess this is where it all
It's a
ends.
part
I got
of
a
me
thing.
now.
It's part of me now. So this is you and me for the rest of my life now. It's you and me, Splinter.
We had a lot of interesting topics last week. Just really phenomenal.
You may have noticed that we've shifted our naming convention on our podcast. Because here's the thing. It was fun for a while, the novelty of the traveling podcast. We're still doing it. The core concept's there. But after a while, you're like, Hollywood Pool, North
Number 3.
Hollywood Pool, Studio City Pool, Burbank Pool. It's like, maybe you're not going to feel so inclined to click on that. But now we got a little excerpt from this. I was like, James and Jeff have matching tattoos? Maybe that's a story I'd like to hear. Today's episode, unwanted office visitors. You're like, maybe I want to know, who are these unwanted office visitors? So that's nice. So look forward to that. And keep clicking on our sold podcast because we got sponsors. Before we get into this week's topics, let's thank one of them right now. Now, maybe you've been listening to me talk about Beachbody On Demand on some other episodes of CCTV. Have you gotten your free trial yet? What is Beachbody On Demand? Well, you sign up and you get to choose from all these great classes. Classes like P90X, Insanity, a huge list. Things you can do. People always message me and they go, Brett, listen, I'm trying to get fit, but I don't have a gym membership, don't have any weights at my house, I've been running, what do I do? Beachbody On Demand is great because all you need to do is you got your computer, you got your laptop, you got your iPad, your phone, worst case scenario. You can run through a program that doesn't require any kind of crazy gym equipment, stuff that's good for you, get you in shape. You want to cut down for summer right now, it's pool party season. You want to get lean? Cool, hang out with Sean T on the Insanity workout, and you'll be laying on the ground in a pool of sweat afterwards. But after a while, you're eating right, you're gonna look pretty good. This is the company behind P90X, Insanity, 21-Day Fix, T25, Brazil Butt Lift, Pyo, Hip Hop Abs, 3-week yoga retreat, and more. Get motivated by celebrity super trainers like Sean T, Shalene Johnson, Tony Horton, and Autumn Calabrese. Over 700 workouts for all fitness levels, ranging from bodybuilding to weight training to cardio, HIIT workouts, yoga, even dance workouts. Success doesn't just happen in the gym, so Beachbody On Demand has tools to make eating right easier. There are dozens of easy-to-follow meal plans and hundreds of delicious recipes. Workouts as short as 10 minutes that don't require extra equipment. Holy cow. View it on your computer, web-enabled TV, tablet, smartphone, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, and more. Join the over 1 million people currently on Beachbody On Demand. Right now, our listeners can get a special free trial membership when you text CCTV to 303030. CCTV 303030. You'll get full access to the entire platform. Try out some workouts. Try out, use your free trial, see what's on there, see what's good for you. You're like, all right, I want to get my abs just smoking. I like dance. I don't want to be bored. Normal workouts bore me. Whatever. You'll find something for you. There's over 700 things. I've done it. I've used the programs that kicked my absolute ass. Go for it. CCTV to 303030 on your phone. Get that free trial. Get in shape. Feel good. Easy. Now, back to topics. Back to topics. Didn't
he have a topic that he was going to say before the cruise thing? Segue?
Mine kind of works with whatever the intruders.
Let's start with you.
Sure. My neighbor's house got robbed. This weekend.
That's an intruder.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
That's absolutely an intruder.
No doubt that's an intruder.
Did they not have security? Yes, their security was their upstairs neighbor yelling out the window. Just for context, it was about 12 a.m. I guess I decided to go to sleep. I think it was, I'm not sure which day, because I was texting you the next day and I can't remember.
I think it must have been Saturday night.
I think it was Saturday night too, because I was trying to get to bed somewhat on time. And
that's not that late for a burglary. Like 12 midnight on a Saturday?
It's when I decided to sleep, because normally I stay up later. But at this point in time, I decided to call it early, 12 a.m.
No, I'm not saying for you. I'm saying for a robber, you're like, okay, when are people asleep?
Right.
Midnight on a Saturday?
The robbery took place at 2, which is why I'm saying that I wasn't awake when the initial commotion. So at 2 o'clock, I'm in deep sleep, catching those hard REMs, and I just hear like a loud, this is a loud crash. And at first I'm...
Like glass?
Yeah, like straight up glass. I wake up and this happened to me before, a very long time ago, when I just hear a loud bang, but I just thought it was maybe downstairs. My cat knocked over a candle or something. So yeah, I went down into my kitchen, looking around, nothing, right? And so that was weird, because it sounded like it was on the outside of my house, but also on the inside, so it just kind of fucked with me, but I was like, maybe I was sleeping, just imagining shit. And I get a bottle of water, and as I'm going upstairs, I just hear outside of my house a lady yelling so I'm like, who the fuck? And it's 2 a.m. and honestly on a Saturday, it's not crazy to hear just screaming at 2 a.m. It's pretty normal. So I opened up the window a little bit just so I could hear, and I hear a lady screaming, and she's like, he's downstairs, and all of a sudden cops arrive right in front of my house, and they're yelling back at her, which gate? Which gate? And she's like, it's this one, but you can't access it from this side. You can't go in this way out. And this is a Spanish lady. She's got a thick accent. The cop's trying to make out. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening outside of my house? And the guy says, I don't want to dox myself, but the officer says, is this for 231? That's not my unit number, but just for the sake of the story, I'm like, that's literally me. What the fuck is going on in my house? And she's like, no, it's 230. So they're looking around. I'm like, wait, that's literally next door to me. So I go around to the other part of my house because I have a clear window, and I see my neighbors. It's like one of those setups where there's a front of the house, so there's a gate, and there's also a unit behind the house with a gate. So it's like they took a street property and they split it 2 ways vertically, so there's 2 gates separating the properties. So the back one is the one that's had its entire fucking front window just blown out, like somebody punched through it and just glass all over the place. And I'm like, dude, this literally just happened. So I'm like looking around the side of my house trying to see, maybe this dude jumped over the fence, he's now hiding in my property. The helicopter comes out of fucking nowhere, as it does, because LAPD has this helicopter task force that's always circling the neighborhood, but this time it's got the giant spotlight literally on my house and the house next door, just circling. And not too long until I eventually see 12 more cops pull up, and this man's crawling on the ground in front of the second gate, and it's like this older, I couldn't tell the ethnicity, but this older dude, he's got like this wife beater, and he's got a big rag in front of his hand, because I think what he did is he tried to punch the glass through without making noise, which he totally failed at.
Yeah.
Like, this dude, the worst robber of all time. If he woke me up like out of sleep, that's a terrible burglary job. But he had this rag that he tried to not cut himself with, and he fucked that up too, because his hand, you could see blood dripping from his hand. It's on the concrete. Wow. And the officers see it eventually, and they're screaming from the street through like a second gate because they can't get over the first one, telling them to get down. They have like tasers pointing at him, maybe guns, and I'm just filming it through my like bedroom window because I have a pretty good angle of the whole situation. I was waiting for this to turn into like a live leak video of this man on the ground. He's like raising his head up, and they're like, stay down, but he starts like not cooperating because he starts like getting up, and I think he was like out of irrationality or something was gonna try to open the gate up for them or something because he realized they can't get to him. So he's like on the ground with his hands up, then he gets up, he's like, I'm gonna go, and they're like, no, stay on the ground. Played out for like 15 minutes until they went around the back and somehow hopped some fences, and they're like behind him and arrested him. But I thought that man was gonna get fucking blown out, dude. I was ready to capture right there from my bedroom
ready to
window.
watch somebody die.
Oh yeah, Saturday night, absolutely. This man, I was sleeping, minding my own business. This dude breaks the window open like that. Crazy part is I feel like he broke it from the inside out, because the way the window came out.
Maybe he was escaping.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck with me.
Get out of here!
He'd already gone in.
Because they had a windscreen, and the windscreen was popping facing out of the house, not facing in, but out. So it's like, unless he punched through and then ripped the windscreen, crawled in and did some shit, but this guy didn't look very agile, Because usually if you make that much noise, you're gonna like be in and out, right? You have something you're getting in, and you're gonna jump out and fucking haul ass. But LAPD showed up within like 3 minutes of that, so I was pretty impressed. Man.
People really think they're gonna earn extra credit in those moments with the cops. It's like, don't go out of your way to do what you think's gonna be helpful. Like if they don't ask you to do something, just chill. Just don't do anything. You're not gonna get brownie points for being like, well, I was thoughtful enough to get up off the ground and open the gate for the officers, and then they didn't shoot me in the face because I was ignoring commands. It's not worth it.
I wanted to go down there at one point, I think, to like see for myself if my own like property was damaged or anything. Then I realized, like, because I had my own, like, because I was in my pajama kind of like outfit where I had like sweatpants and like a wife beater myself, and I'm like, if I go down there, I feel like I shouldn't just be on the street level when there's a bunch of cops and they see the fucking like a tattoo dude with like a wife beater come out. What's the problem, officer? Like, I just don't think I profile under a person living in that neighborhood that's not causing trouble,
Lindsey can go down and check. No one else in this podcast should go down in the middle of a police altercation, I don't think.
Yes, but also I would not go down and check. I'd be like, stay away from the windows.
You'd be laying on the floor of your apartment like, please.
I'd probably be filming it too, because I'd be like, what's gonna happen? And
so I wanted to go up, but they had a helicopter, and I felt like might have been like, there's a suspicious man in front of the second property, and I didn't want that interaction.
You didn't need to get involved in that.
But yeah, it was pretty trippy, dude.
Wow.
That is a big wow.
That's an invader.
That's an invader.
That is an invader.
You guys ever had your house broken into?
No.
Neither.
Colorado, I had some kid tried my window, but then tried a car window next to me. Tried opening the door. He was walking next to my house. It was late at night, and he had a car, like a Subaru Outback, because it's what people drive in Colorado, and it was very slow behind him. That's the only way I noticed, was this car was inching really slow past my house. So I saw the headlights go through my window, and I was just like, that's a very slow like way to leave this, you know, complex. And I look out, and there's this kid, and he's like looking through like windows, and he starts trying to like fuck with a truck door. I ended up calling the police then too, because I'm like, yo, these are just kids fucking around.
I've had my car broken into.
That counts.
Yeah, they smashed through my windshield.
If they went in just right through the windshield, they're like, fuck this.
I could see there was like a mark where they had tried to use a device to like unlock the door because it was all bent out. But then, yeah, they just smashed the window to steal a $50 GPS that I got at Best Buy.
Is that what they wanted? They saw the GPS?
Yeah, they were hitting all the cars in like garages with the GPS.
Oh, in the garage?
Yeah, this was in like my like apartment garage. At one time, I had I think my friend forgot to lock his door, and so this was outside a laser tag place, and they just opened the door and took my purse, and that was when I was like 17 or 18.
Tell you a lot about laser tag that day, didn't it?
Yeah. One time somebody took my bag right out of my yard, stole I've had my ID.
He's got a list of grievances. And then,
really, honestly, the one time that it happened to me when I think I was 19, I had like my phone, you know, I had my iPod, like my very first iPod, like all this stuff, right? It's very traumatizing to have like your personal belongings stolen, and even if you have to let it go and be like, okay, I'll never get that back, but somebody has like your information, they see, you know, who you are, they know who you are, and it's violating. It's scary.
Yeah, I felt the same way when somebody took my PlayStation Vita. It was sucky. Yeah. You know, had a lot of games on that.
all your personal data on your PS Vita.
I did have a credit card on there, but they never did anything with it.
A couple of years ago in Hollywood, there was an arsonist, a serial arsonist, who was going around starting fires in parking garages and apartment complexes and stuff. The police couldn't find him. It was the mini epidemic of, I guess it must have been, maybe it's longer now. It was like 3 years now. Do you remember that? No? I lived in Hollywood at the time. He was going around starting fires. And he started a fire in my back alley. So I was looking out my window at my little apartment at a fire he started, but it didn't work, and he ran off, but the cops showed up and everything. I eventually caught the guy, but that's crazy. Serial arsonist, you're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it a lot.
It was when I lived right next to that Ralph's, the next street over from you. That's where my car got broken into, and they hit all along that
Hollywood, baby.
Ralph's, yeah, they hit all the garages that they could get into, and all the cars that they could get into. Hollywood.
Damn.
Yeah, if you don't have YouTubers living next to you, I mean, even if you do, apparently, damn. Well, good news is, our second sponsor today, it's Honey. You know them. They've been on our podcast. They've been on Amazon. Big sponsor of Couch Shop. Doesn't cost you anything. I love when the sponsors, it's free, baby. 2 clicks, start saving money with Honey. Millions of people are using Honey to save money while shopping online. And why wouldn't they? It's free. Takes just 2 clicks to add to your browser and saves you tons of money. It's ingenious. But one of our favorite things about Honey is how much better it makes shopping on Amazon. Honey magically adds all sorts of useful info right on the Amazon page for whatever you're looking at. Just shop like you normally do. Honey automatically searches the 2 million sellers on Amazon to find you the lowest price. It even shows you the item's price changes, so you can decide if you want to buy or wait for the price to come down. If you do decide to wait, just add it to your Honey drop list. It'll notify you if the price drops. When Honey's got your back, you'll never overpay for anything on Amazon ever again. I use Honey all the time. It's right there. You click it, there's a little coin with like sunglasses, and he's like, hey, I got coupons for you. There's just like no reason to not use it. It's free. I installed it. I use it when I'm shopping for clothes. I use it when I'm ordering food online. You can use it on Amazon. We use it. I mean, we try to save money sometimes we're fiscally responsible. It's just really easy. It's simple. Why not save money? There's no reason not to add Honey to your browser today. It's free. Takes those 2 clicks, and you'll always make sure you get the lowest price on Amazon. Add Honey to your browser for free right now at joinhoney.com/CCTV. That's joinhoney.com/CCTV. You know, you use our little link, we get the credit, you save the money, everybody's happy. Thank you, Honey, for sponsoring the living hell out of everything we do. Your sweetheart. So anyways, we have had a lot of visitors, at our warehouse. Since we moved to Los Angeles, people have slowly realized where we were. Like, at first we were like, oh God, we're not going to put a sign up on the thing. And then we're like, fuck it. What are we going to do? Live in fear for the next years of our life? People are going to figure it out. So
I mean, it had gotten leaked, like, pretty much immediately, but there was no way to, like, really combat that, especially when some lovely soul decided to, like, put it on fucking Google Maps and, like, label it, you know?
It is on Google Maps. There are reviews for our business. Some of the reviews are pretty funny. But it's a thing, and we're not really going to try to, like, get rid of it, because it's like, you know, what are you going to do? That's how people send us stuff from BTS. 9 times out of 10, I'm sure they just kind of Google it. It's not like we don't have security. It's not like we don't have a fence and, like, security systems and cameras and everything else. So when you come to our warehouse and think you're being funny, throw something over the fence, like, I don't have you on camera, you're wrong. So we're not really worried about it, okay? And we've, you know, shown restraint to some people who thought they were really funny over the years.
Well, we had a couple of people that showed up before, and we had not really a secret panel showing, but we did put those people on video and then showed it at a panel because we couldn't live stream it, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, didn't want to live stream it, but yeah. So that was like cases of where they showed up and maybe got shot with the airsoft a couple times, or we're just trying to sell shit. I don't even know half of the stories that go into it. Yeah.
You know, it's not like we don't want to see our fans, right? You know, if I ran into you at a convention,
we will shoot you with an airsoft gun if you show up.
Basically, you have to understand that if you don't understand this, this thing is a pretty simple complex. Most days, if you showed up to our office, we're shooting videos, we're working, we're recording something, maybe we're off doing CCTV, maybe we're in the office recording, whatever. We're not gonna go stop the middle of recording. Imagine if you were watching, you know, what's the last thing we did? King of Tokyo. And then you see, like, doorbell rings, someone gets up, goes out, oh, it's fans, and we just stop the recording, and that's just, like, in the thing. So, like, obviously that's a huge time-consuming thing. If you want to come, you figure out where it is, you realize you're 15 minutes away, you want to, you know, stay on the street, take a shot of the building, you know, haha, I found it, knock yourself out, okay? But if you're coming up, trying to interrupt, trying to get in, ring the doorbell, do something, like, first of all, I'm going to think you're UPS. When I look at the camera and realize you're not UPS, not only will I not answer the gate, I'm definitely going to be extra mad at whoever I see on the other side of the camera. It's just dumb. It's just a dumb thing to do, and it just, like, it doesn't make us, it doesn't put us in a good headspace for whatever our interaction's going to be. You know what I mean? So if you want, like, cool, I'm going to finally meet these dudes, like, track us down anywhere else. I could be at a pizza place eating pizza by myself, and I'm not going to be mean to you. But if you come to our workplace, I'm going to be mean to you a little bit. Or I'm going to be really mad at you on the inside and bullshit my way through an interaction and have a really low opinion of you.
I will say that you've been pretty lenient with the people that have come by. I would not be as lenient as you are. So I don't care.
Well, now I don't answer the door, really, unless I know.
Yeah, we're not answering the door anymore.
But, like, there have been times where it's like, you know, like, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. Or it's like, some, you know, like a family shows up and I'm like, I see the family. Maybe I'm there on a weekend. Sometimes people are nice and it's like chill or whatever. I'm on my way out and I want to take a picture out with my friend. Like, there was one family that was, like, visiting from, like, Florida or something. And they were like, oh, can our kids come in and see it? And it was when the parents are hardlining it. It's like, maybe kids don't know better, but, like, a parent who's like, yeah, come on, can the kids come in and see it? You're like, oh God, I'm gonna look bad in front of the whole family. I'm gonna make a whole family feel bad. They're here visiting.
The parents totally know better.
But they know better. And it's like, you know, I'm giving a tour and they're like, oh, where is everybody? I'm like, okay, it's not a work day, or it's whatever day of the week it is. This happened lots of times, so I'm not singling out any one particular family. Now, I don't even answer it. If I see you look like some kid on the street, I'm sorry. It's just not the time. Take your picture out front, cool. Catch me at IKEA in Burbank or something. Tons of people have seen me, you know, I'm at the mall. Knock yourself out any time of day.
You're popular.
It's
not about being popular.
I would just say just don't come, because we're busy, we're working, and, you know, even if you want to come and meet these guys, like, there's other people in there who you don't know, you don't see, and they're busy, and we've got neighbors and they're busy, so don't bother them. Don't come to the office, because we're not gonna come out.
But then on top of that, sometimes you have the real crazies who show up. The real crazies who are like, hey, yo, I seen your videos, I want a job, blah. Like, first of all, and also I might as well address this, odds of me hiring someone off of social media, almost non-existent, unless I specifically am asking for something. So cold calling us, emailing us, and stuff. Like, if I'm not looking for something particular, I'm not gonna. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, and especially if you show up and you're like, "Hey, I've seen your videos and I want to give you my resume on purpose." Like, that's not initiative to me. That's like initiative of how crazy you are and how and your lack of understanding of like social norms.
Well, and also you just said, like, if you come to us and we're just trying to work and do our own thing, we're going to be in a bad headspace to talk to you. So it's like, why would you even think that's a good idea to come to me, interrupt my day, and be like, "Can I have a job?"
I've never been like,
don't do that.
Someone had so little going on that they drove from another city. I mean, that happened in Colorado. I think people like dropping off resumes where it's like, you thought it was a good idea to travel that far and put me in a position where I have to like deal with you. Like, you don't understand social norms enough. Like, you want me to work in an office with you, but you're enough on the spectrum maybe where it's like, hey, I don't recognize how awkward this is for another human being, right? All that's bad. So we've had that happen.
Yeah.
A memorable one that like we were like, well, should we talk about it? Because we're always like, people do shit. I'm like, I don't really want to give you like on camera time. You know, I don't want to encourage it or like, it's like I don't want to feed the beast. But we had a crazy one last week where someone came from out of state. I was just like, I mean, it's one of those things where you don't want to talk about a crazy person because maybe they were a little crazy. You don't want to like add to it, but like. It was very confrontational. They like somehow timed it right to get past like the gate and like start bothering somebody who was like in the parking lot and like got up in their face about it and was
followed somebody in.
Followed somebody, not in, but like up to the point where we didn't know what was going on. Lindsey was in my office, and again, we've had like, when we have some of these random people show up, we're at a point where we always will assume the worst case scenario. Like, there's a crazy guy and he's like physically threatening somebody. Now, like that's probably worst case scenario. It's never like, oh, I wonder if they want to get the squiggly cup signed. I'm like, no, there's someone who's, you know what I mean? Like, it's never a good thing. And this person was like ranting about something and, asking one person like, had a perception that they had some, I feel like in some cases they just want the interaction, right? So even if it doesn't make sense, so if one person, they were like, oh, why do you put up with this, da 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 da, and then like I went outside realizing the situation when I was like, yo, who are you? We don't know you. What are you talking about? Then like they immediately shifted and they were like, oh, and I was like, you need to leave or we're gonna call the cops. And then they were like, oh, you're gonna call the cops on me? Oh, what? You're a big dude? This whole thing, I'm like, you gotta get somebody out to the street again. It's just bad. And then like why? Like someone sees a video, at first, you always think like, well, was it the wrong side of YouTube? Someone went the vengeance. But 9 times out of 10, we have never roasted anybody that warrants enough to drive, state to state.
Yeah, this
or
person
whatever.
seemed to, for some reason, have some kind of theory in their head that like we had known them or mentioned them or some form of talking about them. I don't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or like, this is my shot. I'm gonna go in there and just enter. Like, who knows? I don't know. Got them finally outside the gate. Closed the gate. Again, they didn't get in the building, but it was like, it had to be like me physically coming out and being like a physical impediment to them moving forward on their like journey. And then I had to go to the police station afterwards, report them to the police station, show them pictures of their license plates, da 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 da. It's just a whole fucking thing. So that was the worst it's ever been, and for sure that was, I think, the scariest in the open moments where people didn't know what was going on. Like I was like looking at something. I remember what, like you panicked. Like, were you outside at some point? You were out.
I was going to let our employee in, and the employee just told me to close the door, and that freaked me out because he sounded a little worried. So that's when I came in and got you. And we will call the cops, like 100%. If you're coming, like, we're not gonna call the cops if you drive by or like take a picture of the building. But like, if you're gonna try to get in and you're gonna have any form of aggression, yeah, we're gonna call the cops.
If you try to get in, period, even if you really have no aggression, I'm still gonna call.
Well, I mean, like, even if you're not trying to get in, but like you're harassing us, you're doing the doorbell or anything like that, we don't want that.
No.
So, anyways, it's not a big deal. It's not something that like ruined my day.
Right.
But why? Why do that? And I get it. If you're a crazy person, then that's fine. That's on you or whatever.
I think there's just like a certain level of, I don't know. There's something where a lot of people who are like that, I guess, they don't really see that line that they're crossing.
Right.
And it's weird because this happened, Meg Turney and Gavin had like their, you know, like a very serious break-in where they thought, you know, somebody is coming to like hurt them until he turned.
And he was.
himself.
He showed up to kill Gavin for sure, and probably Meg, honestly, and himself. I mean, who knows?
She disappeared for a long time off of YouTube, but she just recently made a video and said how like this person also left notes behind, like that he was infatuated with her, like beyond that normal level, like that. Oh God, it's like, and I get that sometimes there are people that are like that for everybody, right? And there's probably people that are like that, you know, for us as well. But there's not like, videos are not like an open line of communication that like we know each other, or, you know, like on some level ground like that, where it's like we're buds, we're friends, you know, come over and shoot the shit with me or something like that, you know. When I hear a case like this happening and I'm not there that day, what is that? What do I think? I think I don't want to fucking go work there anymore in some cases, you know? Like, I don't want a crazy person fucking having a case like that for me. That just endangers the people we're associated with, like Lindsey said, neighbors, just innocent people that are around the area. Like, some of these cases are serious. Like, I don't know why someone would think that would be like okay to do.
When it's a slippery slope, right? Like, it
is.
You have to assume the worst because the worst can and does happen.
And has happened, yes, so absolutely.
Maybe you think it's like, well, it's harmless, I'm just going to do this, but it's like you're adding to the slope of the fucking avalanche, okay? And it's like you just have to accept it. Like,
I bet the most common one I noticed is that people, like you said, are just not fully aware. Like, yeah, there's the extreme levels of like someone's just infatuated, or they're coming to kill you because they're whatever. But like, just people will show up and they're like, oh, I've watched 1,000 videos of yours, which thank you, but like they don't have that level of, you don't know who I am, you don't know what I'm coming up to do to you or tell you or whatever. So if I come up to you and I'm like, hey, fuck you, dude, thinking like, oh, that's me being funny, that's like what you say in the video, like I don't know that. I just think you're a random dude coming up to like mess with me, and of course I'm gonna be like,
and that's what happened too when people would go up and like at E3 when someone goes up to Trevor and it's like, big pussy, you big pussy Trevor, and shit like that. It's just like, no, shut the fuck up. And like at the time, Trevor wouldn't have the gall to turn around and say that, but I said it for him. You shut the fuck up. Like, that's not your place. Sorry, but that's not your place. Like, what we do amongst ourselves, you know, is not an open invitation for you to come in and fucking call each other names.
So
what do you expect Trevor to do in that?
Yeah,
to be like, no, hell yeah, dude, you got me.
Yeah, like, what do you expect in that case? Like, yeah, you totally, right on, man.
I feel like we're pretty, as far as YouTube groups go, not to like give us credit or whatever, but it's like, I feel like we're pretty open and pretty like whatever. Like, we've got people send us mail. We're not like, oh, don't send us mail, don't encourage it. Like, we open it on camera. You see us at a convention, like unless we're actively going to something, which sometimes happens, like we'll take the time to stop, talk to you, take a picture, whatever. Airports, in real life, and again, it happens all the time. Like, we're pretty nice people, but it's just like, it's not even like, again, when I have to like collectively calm down an office because some crazy person was there, it's just not fun. I gotta go to the police station and be like, okay, make sure everybody feels comfortable working out the rest of the workday. That's not fun, you know? And it's like, whether or not, like, I'm not scared of some scrawny guy showing up. I am scared of someone showing up with a gun and killing me, obviously. But like, why even put us in that headspace? And it's just, half the time it's 75%, 80% of the time it's just annoying. And then the other 20%, even that moment of like, what's going on? Where like your stomach drops a little bit, where you're just like taking a moment, you know, fight or flight, that just happens to everybody. Yeah. It's not fun. Why do that to somebody that I assume that the fan interactions, like me as a fan, for people that I like, I want to be like, cool, that person didn't think I was an idiot and I got to express their value in my life. Like, that's the ideal thing, right? If I ever met The Rock or something, I'd be like, cool, The Rock didn't think I was a total dipshit, and you know, it's just an example, right? And then like, I was like, cool, yo, I follow your program and it's really helped me out. cool, thanks. Ideal. Not like, okay, The Rock thought I was crazy person. Rock
was at breakfast with his daughter, and I went up and I said, hey, you know.
Yep. I felt the anxiousness on his part.
I went up and said, can you smell what I'm cooking, dude?
Yeah, in front of his daughter, and he was like, ha ha, and his daughter was like embarrassed for him and herself. You know, it's just whatever. And I get it. We have a lot of fans where, like, again, like social norms.
We do have good ones. That's the thing.
We have great ones.
I do have really, like, I go out plenty of times in West Hollywood. I've been stopped plenty of times, and most of the time, not 90%, is just, hey, what's up? I love your stuff. Couch up's great. Can I get a picture? Awesome. Thank you. Hey, no problem. Love that.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Travel the world. Fans you don't expect to see them. I'm in Australia.
Waiting outside the warehouse.
Yeah.
Grinding your teeth for somebody to come out so you can be like, hey.
Hey guys,
no one wants that.
Yeah.
And our street especially. I'm actually, I feel like I should be proud, or not proud, but just, what's the word I'm looking for? Impressed that people wait on our street sometimes. Because I wouldn't wait on our street. I've seen some of the shit that goes on down there, don't want any part of it. So if you're sitting out there waiting, I imagine that you must have like bronze or you know, just balls of steel to just be sitting there like that. So great, but don't fucking do that.
Yeah, we're on an industrial street with a bunch of like factories and like factory workers, and they're all just like, get the fuck out of the way.
Which is fine, but there's also like this, like, the police show up and they have to like clear people out sometimes because it turns into like a weird street.
There's
like after a certain
see a lot
point,
of bike cops roll through there, like post up on our street, so it's like I won't hesitate to call them over. They're like, whatever, I guess. But anyways, not really trying to complain, just share that like we do have that far extreme version of it. And
I think it's pretty valid though. I mean, it's like there's a lot of things happening like in this type of, there's a lot of situations like this over the course of the past few years on YouTube and in the space, I guess. So it's just good to reiterate.
That's why we always talk about RTX, PAX East. You know, you guys go to London, Australia, like whatever. Meet us there. Like no one's gonna be weirded out that you stop us there. You know, especially if you want more than just a picture, you want to like have a conversation. Like that's good stuff. That's a good place to do it. When we're like recording a CCTV or recording like whatever at the warehouse, no one wants to stop. And then like Brett said, go outside and like hang out with you. You know, like you got shit to do. And some days people aren't there, and it's weird. But I feel like we've talked about it before. It's just like,
yeah, it's just, it happened again recently.
I think because our address is so public now, that it is like, it happens on, it happens too much. Like that scenario happens more than it should.
Yeah.
And sucks.
Worth being the bad guy and just saying
RTX is coming up, so just wait till then.
Yeah. You should watch Meg's newest video. I mean, that's a good point. If you want to see, like, she goes into detail where it's like kind of going in the aftermath of that, and obviously what happened to them is way fucking worse than anything that's happened to us.
Absolutely.
That was really the worst case scenario that happened to them.
Yeah. But it's interesting hearing her talk about it, and we wish her the best, obviously. Hopefully she, regains that sense of normalcy in her life, because that gets stripped away real quick, and then people spend years trying to get that back, and some people never do, so. Now on a lighter note, do you know that maybe you're not brushing your teeth well enough? Segue. On a lighter note, I'd like to give thanks to our third sponsor, Quip. Didn't mean to, really just run the podcast deep into this deep territory, but Quip's been looking out for us for a long time, and we do appreciate people looking out for us, just like all of our great fans.
Quip has our back.
Quip has our back. The truth is, most of us are brushing our teeth wrong, not for long enough, and forgetting to change our brushes on time. That's because most brands focus on selling flashy gimmicks rather than better brushing, but not Quip. What makes Quip so different? Well, for starters, Quip is an electric toothbrush that's a fraction of the cost of bulkier brushes, while still packing in just the right amount of vibrations to help you clean your teeth. Quip's built-in timer helps you clean for the dentist recommended 2 minutes with guiding pulses that remind you when to switch sides. Quip's subscriptions plans are for your health, not just convenience. They deliver new brush heads on a dentist recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5, including free shipping worldwide. Quip also comes with a mount that suctions right to your mirror and unsticks to use as a cover for hygienic travel wherever you take your teeth. And finally, everybody loves Quip. They're on Oprah's O List, named one of Time's best inventions, and is the first subscription electric toothbrush accepted by the American Dental Association. I've used Quip, you've used Quip. It's great. It's a sleek design, looks good. I got my little mounts just stuck to my tile in my bathroom.
I lost mine.
You lost your Quip?
I lost my my suction.
Oh.
I have the toothbrush, but I lost my suction.
Oh, we can get you a new one. But it's great. It's convenient. It's strong enough to get the job done. It's nice not having to worry about like, oh, gotta go buy the brushes again. That's our lives, right? We're living like kind of like subscription lives where you're like, how do I just keep track of one less thing, please? I'll just like whatever. So Quip, there's your solution for dental. It's great, and you don't have to think about it so much. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/CCTV right now, you'll get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/CCTV. Dude, not too expensive. Very nice. Looks good in your bathroom. Take it with you. Good times. Have that beautiful smile that we're all working on. Lord knows mine's not the best, but I'm trying, damn it. Gotta sleep with that mouth guard. That's me.
I will too, pretty soon.
Yeah.
I've been going to the dentist. I'm gonna have to as well.
Yeah. Just that nighttime. Who do I gotta yell at tonight? Who's ringing the doorbell?
The crippling anxiety is like really festering into your back of your mind.
I don't like it when your body expresses anxiety in a way that your mind isn't. Like you feel like pretty relaxed, but then like your dentist is like, no, you're definitely grinding your teeth at night hardcore, and you're like, what? But I feel calm. I drank my green tea today. And like, no, you are ready to explode. Actually, nighttime is an absolute terror for you. I'm like, weird. Well, I guess I'm suppressing a lot during my daily hours. Anyways, it's summer. Fuck it. It's July. What did everybody do for 4th of July? It happened last week. You said you watched the fireworks?
I rented a house and I threw a party.
You phony. You freaking phony.
I wish I did that.
You went on a cruise right after the 4th of July, and you had a great time. You didn't fall off the boat and drown.
That's where I am now. I'm on the cruise.
You're still on the cruise?
When this is up, yeah.
Wow. It's a lot of time off, huh? Feels good, doesn't it?
Hopefully.
Do you think you miss us?
I think it's the perfect amount of time. A week vacation, I think, is always the perfect amount of time because you're looking forward to like a nice long break.
What about
and
like
at the
3
end
months?
of it, at the end of it, you're just like, okay, I need to go back and get in touch with my life.
But like, how many days into your trip do you think you'll miss us? Like, you'll think about like,
no,
well,
I'm not going to think about it.
I wish.
Actually, I probably will be thinking about it a lot. I'll probably be like, I have no service. I hope something's not fucking up, and I hope I didn't forget anything. Or like, you're trying to ask me like 5 questions, and you're like, why isn't she answering me? It's because I'm in the middle of the ocean, you know? So I am going to be panicking about that a lot.
And I'm riding on the back of the orca, and I'm like keeping pace with the boat, and I'm like, Lindsey! You forgot to upload this on time. And then I go underwater because I can't control.
And there will be, I mean, I'm just going to have to be like, there's nothing I can do. Because there won't be anything.
What's there to do on the boat?
Oh, there's like casino, and like you could take like dance classes, and you can, you know.
What are you going to do on the boat?
I'm probably going to work out, and you can go swimming.
Why do you have to go on a boat to work out?
You don't have to
Why do you have to go on a boat to swim?
You don't have to.
You don't have to go on a boat to swim.
You want to ask me like, you want me to answer your questions for real, or you're just going to like meme me?
Why do you need to go on a boat to have fun?
Why do you need to go on a boat at all?
Yeah,
my grandma wanted me to go.
Why do you need to leave work to have fun?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That is a good question. Cool. Your grandma wanted you to go. It's your grandma's birthday.
It is. It's her birthday, so.
Well, I guess your grandma's more important than me because you won't be around for my birthday. So I guess we know where I stand. I guess, you know, whatever. Grandma's been around for a long time.
What if Brett goes on a cruise ship for his birthday?
Why don't you take me on a cruise, and then maybe your birthday will be more important.
Oh, I gotta buy Lindsay's friendship. I see. I gotta be the matriarch of a family and buy her a cruise just to get her to hang out on my birthday. All right, I guess I'm doing. I don't know how to change my Vincera watch's date. I'm doing it now. Anyways,
have a date.
Any final thoughts for July? First week of July?
Trying to think of anything else that may have happened, but
did we
covered a lot of
did we
ground.
talk about the sets? That was like last
Yeah.
Oh God, did we
58?
talk? People are sick of hearing about the sets. Like we're done. All right, well listen, hopefully you had a nice 4th Canada Day, whatever you're doing with your life this summer. Enjoying it, watching our podcast, listening to podcasts, appreciate it. And listen, we'll be back at another sunny locale, live from Los Angeles, California, live. You know, we shoot the show live on Rooster Teeth First.
It's live.
I forget what the narrative even is at this point. But yeah, stay safe, and you know, hopefully I'll see you at a convention and not standing outside the gate.
Come to RTX.
No, I didn't.
Because I got an airsoft gun.
Should have come with a bathing suit.
Yeah, we never bring the
We
bathing
rent these
suit.
places with a pool, but we never use
Just
the
throw
pool.
in Lindsey.
No. I'd have to sit in your car.
Oh, shit. Splish splash. So what?
My mom said God's everywhere, like your muffin shop.
That's true, General Kim Shi.
What
God is
flavors
everywhere.
of muffins you got there, sir?
Well, just one kind of muffin.
What
and it's
kind?
the kind of muffin that we all love so much.
Gruzel flavored.
Oh, we've got morning glory muffins.
Morning glory muffin.
They're the most delicious muffins there are.